Don't erase your identity. A powerful motivational story. Have you ever felt like your life is being written for you by others? Is fear holding you captive, preventing you from raising your own voice? And then one day, looking back, do you realize you're living a life designed by everyone else but you? This isn't just a fleeting thought. It's a profound question that many of us grapple with, a quiet anxiety that whispers about lost potential and unfulfilled dreams. This story begins with a humble yet heartwarming tale of a man named George, the proprietor of a small, inviting shop. George wasn't dealing in grand commodities. His craft was the simple, fragrant incense stick. With an artist's love and a meticulous hand, he adorned his shop, carefully arranging the beautifully scented sticks that filled the space with a delicate, calming aroma. He greeted every customer with genuine politeness and kind words, creating an atmosphere of warmth and welcome that drew people in. Before long, the exquisite fragrance of George's incense permeated the town, attracting the attention of many. His little shop began to bustle with activity, sales soared, and George found himself brimming with a joyous sense of accomplishment. To further amplify his reach and invite more patrons, George decided to erect a prominent signboard outside his establishment. It bore a simple yet proudly declarative message: "Fragrant incense, sticks available in our shop." The signboard, true to its purpose, successfully drew in a steady stream of customers, and the sweet scent of success began to truly fill the air. It was a testament to his vision and dedication, a tangible representation of his identity and passion. However, as is often the case when one begins to shine, external influences emerged. One day, a sharply dressed man, with an air of dismissive authority, paused, scrutinizing the signboard with a frown. He then entered the shop, his voice laced with condescension. "Hey man, that word fragrant is utterly unnecessary. All incense sticks are fragrant, aren't they? Remove it." George, caught off guard, hesitated, not wishing to cause offense or appear foolish. In the eyes of this seemingly astute critic, he reluctantly agreed. The painter was summoned, and the word fragrant vanished from the board, taking with it a subtle yet significant part of George's original vision. A week later, another individual appeared. This one, wearing glasses and speaking with an authoritative tone, challenged him further. "Why have you written 'in our shop'? It's obvious. Where else would you be selling them?" Again, George nodded in resigned agreement. Out came the painter once more, and "in our shop" disappeared. Days turned into weeks. A third man, feigning wisdom, offered yet another gem of advice. He entered and questioned, "Why write 'available'? If your shop is open, of course they're available." George, now visibly nervous and increasingly uncertain of his own judgment, called the painter yet again. The signboard, once a vibrant declaration, now simply read, "incense sticks." Eventually, someone else even advised that this too was pointless. "We can see it's an incense shop. What's the need for a board at all?" And with that, the board was wiped clean, a blank slate where once stood George's proud proclamation. Weeks bled into months. The steady stream of customers began to dwindle, then slow to a trickle, and eventually they stopped coming altogether. The warm, inviting scent that once permeated the shop was gradually replaced by the heavy, suffocating smell of fear and confusion. George, who had once stood tall with pride, now sat silently on his stool, his gaze fixed on the empty signboard and the increasingly empty shop, a mirror of his own internal state. He was losing not just his business, but a piece of himself with every concession. Then one day, an old friend happened to visit. Noticing the lifelessness of the shop, he inquired about what had happened. George, with a heavy heart, recounted every detail of his downward spiral. His friend walked outside, looked at the stark blank board, and then stormed back in, his voice rising in disbelief and anger. "Have you lost your mind?" he shouted. "You let everyone else erase your identity. That board was your voice, and you silenced it with doubt." George's eyes welled up with tears. In that poignant moment, something profound awakened within him. The crushing weight of external opinions finally lifted, replaced by a surge of self-recognition and a renewed sense of purpose. The very next morning, with a newfound resolve, the signboard was repainted exactly as it was in the beginning. Fragrant incense sticks available in our shop. Slowly but surely, customers began to return. Sales gradually picked up once more. But this time, George was different. He didn't heed every passing comment or unsolicited piece of advice. He had learned a crucial lesson: to value his own judgment above all else. This wasn't just about business, it was about reclaiming his authentic self. Moral lesson: your life is akin to your shop, and your values, dreams, and authentic voice are the signboard that proudly announces your presence to the world. The more you seek external validation and approval from others, the more pieces of your unique identity get chipped away and ultimately erased. Advice can indeed be invaluable, but it is imperative to remember that not all advice is suitable or right for you. If you allow fear to dictate your decisions, you will inevitably find yourself living a life meticulously crafted by everyone else but your true self. It's a subtle but insidious trap, where external expectations slowly replace your inherent desires and aspirations. Therefore, the most profound act of self-love and courage is to trust yourself implicitly. Be brave enough to grasp the brush firmly and paint your own story in your own colors, with your own unique strokes. For the world, in its vastness, only truly remembers and celebrates those who dared to be authentically themselves, unapologetically and brilliantly. If this story has resonated deeply within your heart and ignited a spark of inspiration within you, please don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel. Join our growing community as we continue to explore more meaningful narratives and profound life lessons designed to empower and uplift you on your own extraordinary journey.